Can you show your screen?
Hi, good afternoon. I think we are live right now. I'm Wendy, and on behalf of Circle 96, a very hot welcome to Straight Talk. We are going to do our Feng Shui review on Parc Greenwich today. In this afternoon, our masters will not hold back their tongues and they will share all valuable information with you. You'll be wondering why we are doing this show. Are we paid for doing this? The answer is no. We are not paid by any developers or agents, or nor do we actually represent any of them. This is our very own no host but straight talk review. We understand that many Singaporeans buying a property in Singapore is a significant decision and involves a large sum of money. Hence, Circle 96 would like to do our part and share our expertise with you. Firstly, I'd like to thank our wonderful sponsors. Torino Lamborghini Luxury Energy Drink is a carbonated soft drink that provides the right amount of energy in every moment of your life. Our next sponsor is Reno Talk, the #1 renovation platform in Southeast Asia for people to come together to talk and engage on renovation matter. It's recommended by property owners for property owners. Last but not least is Sky Creation, an award-winning renovation firm that has garnered several awards in the industry over the years. Now, it is my great pleasure to introduce to you our masters. I have with me this afternoon Master KK Xiao, our senior modern Feng Shui consultant, who at one point doesn't believe in Feng Shui and sharing all the same sentiments as those non-believer until he was enlightened by his wife, Master Sharon Fong. Together, they have 80 years of experience and more and audited more than 1,000 properties internationally, creating happiness, health, and wealth for many using modern Feng Shui. Master KK?
Hello everyone, good afternoon. So glad to be here today. I'll see you guys later and talk more about property. Thank you, Wendy.
Thank you, Master KK. With him, we also have Master Sima Sim, a Feng Shui practitioner with a very strong foundation in the philosophy and application of I Ching metaphysics. He is also professionally trained in areas of computer science and information technology. And he is also a winner of Singapore Young Scientist Award in 1992. Master Simas?
Hello, everyone. I think this is the condo that we have reviewed, and we noticed that it's a very, very good one among the few that we have seen so far. Yeah, and also we found a good method to address some of the issue. Later we'll review it.
Looking
Hope you
forward.
enjoy.
I'm sure they will. Well, also with us this afternoon is Master Eric Leong, who besides Feng Shui specializes in divination. Often we call him our walking crystal ball. He is a man of few words, but when he does speak, his sharp and accurate insights and observation leaves many people speechless. Master Leong?
Hey everybody, good afternoon. Good to see you here. Today, let's get the ball rolling, get the next one out, get it done.
We love the boss. Last but not least is our Master E.L. Fong, who is born into a family of Feng Shui masters and who has been practicing the art for over 40 years. He is our walking Feng Shui dictionary who is well versed in all sub-branches of Feng Shui. Master Fong uses his talent and experience to improve the lives of many people around him. Let's welcome Feng Sifu.
大家下午好，欢迎来到我们谈风说水，说 condo。希望你们喝着茶，吃着饼干来听我们说。下来就由我们的师傅一样一样跟你介绍。好，一会儿见。谢谢 Wendy。
OK， 中秋节要来了，月饼很多饼。Okay, well, a note to highlight viewers. Okay, as this development is not fully constructed, please note that our master's assessments are based strictly on environmental analysis. So I'm not going to waste any more time and I'm going to pass it over to all the masters. Shall we just take away, Master KK?
Thank you so much. Wendy, that was very nice of you to introduce us. Appreciate everybody attending this live Feng Shui talk about Parc Greenwich. We also have a live audience here in the studio, right? He's quietly sitting in the studio at the back, not knowing who is he. Never mind. All right, we welcome him as well. Good. All right. Now, I would like to bring the highlight to you, the 3 books that we have. I'm not so sure you have seen the 3 books. We have 3 books here. One of them, oh, it's not linked. Oh, 1 second. Up. Okay. Let's see if it's working. Something. All right, never mind. We'll solve it shortly. Well, maybe you want to solve it shortly, okay, for us. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we have a total about the Parc Greenwich. We're going to move on and talk about the Parc Greenwich. Well, I sort out a few technical things. Masters, I'm going to share with you now the screen. Okay. 1 second. Masters, you want to talk about the screen? I'll talk about a condo before I do some technical thing behind. Thank you, Masters.
Okay. Yeah, I think looking at this place, right, is at Chua Chu Kang Road and Sengkang Road at the junction side, right? And a lot of people actually quite like this place because it's new, right? And also a lot of young couples would like to moved to there also, and then a lot of schools. But notice that, as our feng shui method, school must be located at the right location so that it will bring benefit to us. Probably we can start from the north. Yep. Yeah, now comes the book ready. Yep. Okay. Yeah, so we split the map
Okay,
into 8 sectors first. Yeah.
good. Thank you for covering up for me. We're going to talk about each sector first, okay? The first sector we're going to talk about is the north. How do we determine the north? So we actually draw the 8 lines, okay? So this is the northwest, all right? And then this will be the north, and then followed by your northeast, okay? And followed by your east, all right? Followed by the southeast, followed by south, and the southwest, followed by the west. All right, that's it, cardinal. And all this is brought to you courtesy of Street Directory. The good people of Street Directory, they are very professional, they are very good, and they are the one who give us a very clear and accurate map. For homeowners who are searching for a new home, I strongly suggest that you all get yourself a Street Directory because it's very good. Okay, good. All right. Masters, let's talk about the sector of the north sector first. Come, Master Simas, what have you got to say about this sector?
Yeah, north actually I don't think it's very good. As what we have usually see, we don't want construction sites at the north. And this particular condo itself, you can see that there are a lot of sites that are still under development. Yeah, there are at least 3. And also at the furthest north, there also another rich green construction. Yeah, so too many construction sites. So what does it mean? To us is that north is water, right? And construction site is wood, and the water will give its resource to wood without asking for return, which means that you are exhaust, okay, to the wood. So I think the health itself to this family that who's staying over here, I need to watch out on that water element. So what are the water elements? Let's discuss.
Good. Maybe I will give some insight to what's north sector really about. The north sector actually, like what Master Simas just said, is water elements. And the years it represents will be the year 2008, 2020, which was last year, and 2032, 12 years later. Now, the north also represents a few things. So represents the year of the rat, and most importantly, represents the second born boy in the family. Meaning to say there is an eldest son, followed by the second boy. All right, and in the body parts, the health issues will be the diabetic, kidney problems. All right, so we strongly think that there is some issues with the north sector. Maybe Master Eric would like to tell us more. Master Eric?
Oh, yes. Let's look at the north. If you can see the map, and the map right above the heading to the direction of north, you see there's another construction that is what? Fernville Woods. Okay, that is going to TOP. It's already TOP, right? Yeah.
Fernville
Next
Deal,
year,
I think. Fernville Deal, 2022.
Oh, okay. You see, there's this wood element over there. Wood element, like Master Simas just mentioned, exhausting the water. Water is now getting weaker. So be careful. Be careful. Body parts, like Master KK just mentioned, kidney, and then water also represents your year, represents your thinking, your planning. So these issues might crop up, and gotta be extra careful. Put an eye on it. Yeah. Okay, back to you.
Hey, Master Feng, Feng 師傅贈我2句啦。
好啦，搞出嚟啦。既然大家都讲了那么多，有一点要注意的就是，因为外面的环境不是太好啊，因为把那个北方的能量已经消化了，就是把它卸掉。那么你房子的 layout 就是布局图，你们就要很小心的选择一个比较强的、没有缺角的，要注意这里，不然不单指他们刚才所说的记忆力衰退啊，连头发都会嘎落啊。 你的头发嘎了会变成什么？你们知道的。我很喜欢说这个头发的问题，因为
变成 Master
我
King
没有，对，我没有讲，我不敢讲，因为这个是一般人的情况，是吧？所以要很注意这个地方，它是代表你人的生殖能力啊。所以刚刚结婚的夫妻啊，你选到这里，你就要很小心哦。所以你要生孩子，这个地方也要特别的强一点，所以大家要非常注意了。虽然他说 Master Simas 有说到这里的不错风水，但是也要注意这个方位。你知道了，现在的房子也不是每一个方位都是很好的，好吧？好，我们继续再说下去。好的。
Every time, every episode, you must talk about my hair. You know, I think next week I must go for the salon first before I come in. Okay, Wendy, you want to do a summary on behalf of Master Feng?
Actually, at the end of the day, Wendy only hear all the hairy issues. So I'm sorry, it really stands out. It's all hairy issues. Okay, just beware. Okay, for the newlyweds, hairy issues. Okay, so I think we should actually move on to see if there's more hairy issues coming up from the northeast as well.
Okay. All right. So apart from what Master Feng has just said, I also want to highlight that not just diabetic and kidney problems, because Singapore also has a lot of problems with cash flow. A lot of people don't have savings. Okay. So cash flow is also one of the big problems in the north sector. Before we actually move on to the next sector, there was actually a very interesting question asked by Bella Teo. All right, let's proceed up to the question. Bella Teo asked us, but all those nearby construction that have already been done even before Parc Greenwich TOP, still any effects? Well, good. We'll keep this question later and we'll answer the question at the end of the Q&A session. Will that be okay? Good. That's a very valid question. Okay. Yeah, but that's very, very valid question, Viola. Stay tuned, okay? I'll see you later. We'll talk about it shortly. Okay. Northeast. Actually, Northeast represents the year 2009 and 2010. The coming year, which is currently now, is 2021 and 2022. Northeast is very special. Why I say Northeast is special? Because Northeast represents family, and family is always special. All right. Northeast also represents your career. Northeast is earth element. It's one of the most important elements in Feng Shui. All right. There's two elements that's earth, two sectors that's earth, that's northeast and southwest. So especially pay attention to people pay attention to the northeast and southwest extra because this will create stability in the family and stability in the career. All right. So northeast also represents the third boy, the third son. All right. So you have two other brothers. The third boy is here. It also represents career, like I just mentioned. It also represents manpower. All right. The body parts are, wow, there's a lot of body parts here. The nose, the eyes, the nose, the shoulder, the neck, the backbone, the lower back, plus the skin. All right. So these are all the body parts according to the northeast, right? Symbolizing the northeast. So personally, I think it has a bit of good and a bit of bad. I like the LRT station. LRT station, MRT station, etc. are communication of human beings. The Chinese call it 聚气点. So I really like it a lot. Come on, just tell us more about what you think of the northeast.
There are two LRT stations over there, and I like the school. Yeah, the school at this location is very good. Yeah, so then beside that, however, before the school you can see a very big open space. Yeah, open space, it can be opportunity, but it can be pressure also. So to this, it depends later on what the open space is going to be used. But at the moment, I think if it's open space, probably it's too close to the project, and it's a wood element that probably can give pressure to it. Yeah, and you can see that beside it is the other under construction condo also. So it means that it's a whole wood elements that closer to the unit, closer to the project. Then further to it is the Fernvale squares, right? Yeah, Fernvale squares itself also over there. Yeah. So this one, it might be good, it might be bad. It depends on how you look at it. Yeah, because Fernvale and it's square. Square is earth element, which is a helping element, which is good, right? That we like it, but the feng wheel itself, I think, sounds not so helpful to the unit itself. Mas Eric, what do you say?
What Masters? Sorry, just a second.
Well,
What
there's
Master
there's
Simas
one
is
more.
trying to say is that the word Feng view is wood element. Is this what you're trying to say? And because wood control earth and northeast earth elements, and you see there's a bit of stress over there. Is this what you're trying to
Mix.
tell
Yep.
us? Okay, good.
Yep.
Master Eric, please give us
Yep.
your advice.
Okay. I think right beside this Fernville Square, there is a Jalan Kayu Joint Temple. I've checked it out already. This is a joint temple of a Taoist and Buddhist temple. Okay, so there is this wood and metal element involved, so which is not helping this northeast sector, which is the earth. So wood will control in, metal will exhaust the earth. So basically, this is when this kicks in, it will be very tiring. There's a lot of output, there's a lot of stress, and yeah, man, take care of your health. Don't overwork.
Good. So, summarizing is telling us that this northeast sector, the year 2021 and 2022, would have been a bit stressful, be it in career, be it in the children's health or the family's health, and it also may have caused some problems to the rashes of the skin and things like that. All right. From Sifu,
这个地方啊，听你们这么说了，但是在我的感觉的印象中，我看了有好有坏呀、所以总的来说，我先分析就是说，这个地方呢，就是吉凶参半什么呢？有不好的地方呢，就是在人体上，就是有一些比较敏感皮肤啊，现在你也知道了，很多人的鼻子敏感流鼻涕是吧？好像出去外面工作的话，遇到有阻隔就要流泪、流鼻涕这样的意思了但是呢，也不要太过悲观，因为你可以选那个房型比较强一点的东北方，那么对你的胃就好咯，你就可以吃多一点，吃得饱饱胖胖，抵抗力就比较强咯，保胃这个因为是东北方，这个叫做东北方，也是我们的胃，所以你养好了胃，也对全部的身体健康也有很大的帮助的所以不要太担心这
okay,
个
good.
好，我就暂时保留一点点，好就
还有保留
不要保留了，直接说了吧。
但我们总的来说，我再加一点分数
哦，OK，
好的。
Hey,
Okay,
Masters,
good.
I saw this. There's this Jun Eng Home for Seniors. Okay, it's, right beside the block 461B and 462. Do you see it on the map?
Not
Yes.
this one. I think on the map itself is at the left of the school, of the Sengkang Green Primary School.
Okay.
Yeah.
What does that symbolize, Master Eric?
Well, for seniors here representing metal also. So there's a lot of old metal, senior old metal. Okay, exhausting the earth. You go figure out what's going to happen.
所以要补
Okay,
胃了
good. Yeah, so let us break it down into layman terms for them. Actually, when we talk about the five elements, the fire, the water, the earth, the wood, and all these elements, what is it implication? So we're trying to tell you what are implications, especially when you come to the northeast side, when it's depleting, it's exhausting the earth. The career-wise, you tend to be overworked and underappreciated. And for health-wise, you really need to take care of your skin, your nose, your gut. You know, what Master Master Feng just said. Also, you also need to take care of your children's health because Northeast represents all the little children at home, regardless of the ranking. And if you are actually expecting a third boy in your pregnancy, then you want to watch out on get a good gynae, watch out your health throughout the whole pregnancy. You may have some difficulty, all right, or issues watch out because Northeast also represents pregnancy itself, okay, and also represents a lady's breast, okay. So these two things, Northeast is not strong. Tendencies that the pregnancy and the fertility may have issues because your north is also not strong. Remember, we just mentioned when the north is weak. North also represents the man's semen, All right, and it's weak, it's not powerful, and the Northeast has some issues here. But Northeast is not at all bad. It's about 50-50. Do you all agree with me, Masters? So 50-50, I think you still need to watch out. Huh? Do you all agree that it's 50-50 over here? Some bad and some good. Yeah, Masters?
Yep.
Yep.
The
Okay.
school is
Yep.
very big. Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, school is big, and I like the LRT. I just said, LRT is really, really good.
Mm.
Okay, the east side. East side represents the Masters. So I'm
Wendy,
trying
you
to
want
say
to say
something.
something?
No, I just realized that like what Master Fong said, that there's good, there's bad. So not much of issues here. Just a small sniffy issue, nothing hairy to worry about. So okay, so the east side, Master Seema, sorry that you were about to share with us. Any other warnings?
Yeah.
The
All right, the east
school's
side
over here.
represents the itself. So let me just give you a brief breakdown what east side represents first, and then all the masters can chip in their own ideas. Okay, so the east represents the year 2011 and 2023, coming 2023. Also represents food element. The very first boy that's born in the family is represented by the east side, regardless how many sisters he has above him. So long as the first boy is the east side, represented by the east side. East also represents the arms, actually the legs. All right, the legs. If you have any problems with the legs, it's all reflected on the east side. All right. Also represents food element. My gut feel is that there are some problems with the legs because there are two very big schools over there. What does schools represent? Schools represents fire elements, and it's going to cause some problems to the family's legs. All right. Don't just not your first son, but everybody at home. All right. All of us may have some issues. It could be ingrown toenail. It could be flat foot. It could be mosquito prone to mosquito bites, or prone to sprain and ankle and things like that, right? And I think the second son, also the temple, is not very good. It could be a very short fuse boy. Right? Come, masters, take away.
Yeah, I see that there are a lot of HDB already named fern something, right? Then there's spring word over there. I mean, spring is the season spring, right? Which is very good for the wood sector, yeah, because east is wood sector. So spring is good for the wood sector, so you grow. But I see the school, there are two of the school over here. Yeah, like what Master K mentioned, that the lake itself problem is one of the important issue, and also development. If you have your own business, you want to grow your business, the development, you need to watch out, because a lot of energy effort need to be put in, in order to do the development. Yeah, you can see that also the open space. Yeah, open space over here is the wood elements helping. So you have a lot of help, a lot of benefactors or peers to come in to help. But at the same time, you need to put in a lot of effort as well. You want to do development.
Okay.
Yes.
Maybe the
Correct.
people, Master Eric, you want to tell our audience what's the meaning of benefactor? In Chinese and in English, what does it mean?
English is called expensive people. Chinese is called 贵人.
Wow, so expensive. What's that, my God?
贵 is noble. Yeah.
Okay. My Mandarin 6:30 you asked me.
Pick up the whole thing about it, correct? All right, Master Eric, tell us what are your views on the east sector?
Well, the east sector also represents growth, like Master Sima just said. It also carries the emotion of anger, and then also activeness. So if there's a lot of countering effect from the external side, so do you think this boy or this person or this family is very active? I don't think so, because most of the time they have limbs issues because the fire is countering them, exhausting them. So yeah, it won't be active. Yeah. Master Fong.
冯师傅，
哦，到我了哈！哎呀，这个方位呢，我是要告诉大家，这个是家里的第一个男孩子哦，不是讲一定是要第一个是男的，只要好像家里生了大女儿，然后小儿子，那个儿子就是由这个方位来代表了，就是第一个男孩啊。所以在这个方位呢，如果有孩子，第一个孩子的话要注意一下咯，他是比较有一点脾气比较急啦， 也比较反叛呐、你说什么？你说一，他说二啦。你说不要去打篮球啊，他就跑去打篮球给你看了。你叫他不要吃ham，他就要吃ham。到最后要小心 hepatitis A 跟 B 会带出这种病症所以大家要小这个方位会引起这种一点点的问题啦打篮球小心摔跤手脚受伤就是这样所以要注意好。
Totally agree, Master Fong. Master Fong, these people, pardon my English, I think residents of Parc Greenwich also need to watch out their drinking problems. If they have drinking habits, their liver may be the first to go also.
Yes.
Because north is not so good. That means your water is not so good. That means you say you tend to be a bit of a drinker, and then you also tend to be liver not so good. Then the liver is start to have fatty liver and etc. Okay, so drinkers, careful. All right. All right, Master. Anything to talk about the east some more?
Okay, thanks for the warning. Also to add, for family, so from Master Fong, he did mention that the first boy will be a bit rebellious and short fuse, right? Okay, so if the masters have nothing to add, shall we just very quickly move to southeast then?
Correct. Southeast, wonderful. Southeast represents the first daughter, the firstborn girl in a family. It's wood element, and the year represented in the past was 2012, 2013. In the future, will be 2024, 2025. Plus, this one is also represents the detail, whether they are detailed or not. If there's illnesses, it will be lymphoma, something like that, and hair loss. All right. Oops, I just caught my own trap. Okay. Come on, Master Eric, Master C. Master C, please tell us more about this sector, this southeast.
Actually, these sectors, I think, among the 8 sectors, I think this one is quite a good one. Yeah, before you see the other, I think this is so far quite a good sector because we can see that the first girl of the house will be very detailed. Yep, very good. Yep, and also details enough in doing things, very careful, and also have a very good reputation, which means that either the teachers or the bosses like her very much. Yeah. And the elements I can see over here near this the road name itself, we can see there are quite a number of wood elements. For example, the kelulut is a B, means that B like the very very hard working. Okay, means that the girls itself, like the first girl itself, will be very very hard working.
Correct.
And the other one is element, got wood elements helping wood elements. She has a lot of friends that helping her. Yeah, so there are quite a numbers of them. This is 2 examples.
Okay, good. Master Eric, you want to share with us more?
Yep.
Well,
you can add in some other moves. Yep.
Everything is possible, but the 2 sides to a coin. We are now talking about positive, negative. There's also yin and yang. Okay, very good one. Then you say he's this person. So this girl is very detailed, pay attention to details. Then the opposite side may be OCD, too detailed already. Okay. Yeah. There is, but then there is this Jalan Selassie playground, which is also metal element representing, and it's sitting on the southeast, which is the wood. So it's a short period. Yeah, that do watch out. Maybe there's some controlling factor that coming in during the period of 2012, 2013, or 2024 or 25, these 2 years. Okay. Yeah. First of all.
This is also a hair loss symptom,
Yes. Hair loss. My goodness.
Master Fong，你的牌子给他们拿去了，你的牌子。
哎呀，就给你们说完了。本来我讲要说掉头发，现在这个是可能掉脚毛、掉手毛，有可能掉是吧？不一定是要掉的，但是这个方面
有可能掉胡须
呼吸啊，没有会长
呼吸是
胡须的、
剃的，
如果
剃。
注意一下。但是这个方位对，老实说真的，我现在说认真的，真的哦，就是说女儿啦，大女儿啦，是很乖啦，但是你选到那个房屋类布局图有切角的也不好哦，所以就也要注意一下。虽然我们说很好很好，但是好中你要maintain，然后再配合，就有 synchronization，就是有同步的都是好的，那就是好的，
共振，
好不好？有共振的效应在里面。这个就是说这个其实这个东南方在我们的中文里面叫巽卦，巽也是细细长长的你懂吗？细细长长也就是头发咯，所以这个部位跟头发很有关系的哦，就是这样，大家就很容易记得啦，所以我就不要再说了，说到完调到完，你知道像谁吗？就是这样，我也不敢
也是
再说了，
老我来
不然你们
看一刀。
可以看自己。你们把那个拼
OK，
图
我们
放回来了，不然我就看不到喽。好我们说
OK，
到
so
这
I think
里，
we covered the north, the east, in the north, the northeast, the east, and the southeast. I think we wanted to talk also a bit of the southeast, where I think the southeast side, Daddy, listen to me. If you are getting a house in the Park Greenwich, Daddy and Mommy, your first daughter is going to be a very expensive daughter. Super high taste, require good and expensive branded products. Okay, so that's just a little hint. All right, is that maybe that's the reason why the daddy drop hair or stressful
yes.
Okay, all right. So I think a lot of people are wondering why are we doing this. Apart on that, is there any information we can give them? All right, so we have written a book. All our masters have written a book. It's called the 7 Pieces of Vital Information Your Property Agent Can't Share with You. We have written many information that is going to be useful for you while you do house hunting. This is a very pictorial book. It's also a book written took a lot of time. A lot of masters took us a lot of time to do it. So I really appreciate that if you want this book at the end of the show, Wendy is going to give the link to collect this book. Okay. The second book that we wrote would be Peace of Mind. This is for current house owner. If you already have a property and you want to improve your feng shui, this is a very useful book. I just received a comment from a client back in KL. He received one of my book and then he's read through and he wrote a lot of comments to me. He tells me this is so useful for him, especially now his MCO in Malaysia. He is going to definitely look into this book and improve his home feng shui again. All right. The very third book that we have is actually for business owner. We understand that many businesses are actually suffering in this pandemic, and I think we want to write this book so that we can help business owner. So there are 7 daily business feng shui mistakes that will bring down your business. So business owner, get a hand of this book, all right? Get a hand onto this book, and all will be given to you later by Wendy. All right, good. Okay, so Wendy, we're going to talk a bit more about the property. Apart from the books that we're going to give to you, I think let's answer the very first question from our friend here first. What's his name? Bella. All right. Shall we answer the very first question?
Yeah.
Bella has one more question. Okay, we'll answer the first question first, and then the second question will come back to her during the Q&A time. Would that be okay?
Sure.
Okay. Let's answer the first question. So, Bella, the reason why we are telling you about this is because we want to read your patterns. You have not even moved in yet. By looking into your intention to purchase this property, we are able to read your pattern. What do you mean by reading the pattern? Let me give you an example. Imagine, Bella, that you are somebody who do not like pink color. Just an example, do not like pink color. I'm just giving you an example because I don't know if you like pink color or not. Okay, so just example, you don't like pink color. And if you don't like pink color, you will not buy anything that is related to pink, a pink dress, a pink clothes, a pink wallet, or a pink car. Okay, so that is your pattern. So when your intention with your husband or your spouse or your partners, you want to go and buy this property, you already create your intention, and that property will reflects your liking or not, right? Your surrounding. So subconsciously, you do not know that this is already giving you the energy to tell you that you don't mind this place. Okay, you don't mind this living in this environment. So from this, we are able to tell you the situation. Yes, correct. You're correct when you say construction will be done by then, but it doesn't mean that the word Fernwood or Fernview is not in the north sector. It's still in the north sector. It's also element is still creating tension, still creating potential issues to the north sector, meaning to say potential kidney, diabetic, or the men's reproduction, semen, things like that. Oh, these are the issues. Memories, cash flows, and things like that. If last year, 2020, was a stressful year for you, then you want to know that this is already taking effect because this is the pattern that you have. Okay, Masters, anything to add on? I hope I give a very layman explanation. Master Eric, Master Simas, please shoot.
One more thing I want to add is that based on the theory that we are using is what kind of people will stay in what kind of house. Means that that energy of yourself resonate with a particular location. That's why you will select that particular location. So when you have the intention of buying that house, so you look at your own luck itself. Okay, which means that that particular house or particular properties will have that kind of luck that synchronize with yours, right? So right now, by looking at the particular properties external environment, by understanding the luck cycle, then we can derive that probably yours is synchronized with that. So when you stay inside there, you will be something like that. Okay, to be exact, we still need to go to the place to see it. When the house is complete, when you move in. It also depends on which location do you stay, because the property is quite a big plot, and it also depends on which unit you select, which level you select, right? So that will also be need to be checked. And also just now you mentioned that the particular project up there will be completed beforehand, before the Greenwich, right? So that structure itself, the color itself, the external decoration itself also will bring that feng shui to us, right? You will move in. So that also very important. So again, it will bring in the real thing when we doing the actual audit. Then that will be considered during the actual audit.
Thank you so much, Master Simas. Good.
Master hak sayan like that, no need to buy already lah.
Good. So in order to help you on that, we actually have this little book that we want to
It can be good one, ma. It can be good one, ma.
Okay. Yeah. So I think that's a lot of consideration to when you're buying a property. So we have a book here, a workbook. It's called the #1 Feng Shui House Selection Checklist Workbook for Property Buyers. We have created this workbook for people to want to looking for a house. Okay. In this workbook, we will step by step guide you how to select the property using a very scientific method. Right? There's A to Z guiding system, and then we'll tell you, for example, the north sector, what you should not look out, what you look out for in the north sector, whether they have these issues there, whether they have this building over there, and how many of it is in the north sector. Okay. And for example, if you have a construction site, or you will have 2 construction sites, okay, and then you will have a post office, all these are not good for the north sector. And then we have a gauging, a marking system over here. We'll tell you what are the points. Over here, as you can see, you have 3/8, which is not good. The more points you have here, it's not good. And if it's not good, what are the issues you will face? Which year you have problems? Who are the people that will face these problems? All written here. Plus, what are the illnesses you're going to expect if your north is not strong? All written here. So all this book is available for everyone. However, the printing is delayed because of the pandemic. Our first edition has been sold out already. This is the second edition is going to come out. Okay, all this at a very cheap price of $47. Okay, if you purchase this book, we will get also a 30 minutes house analysis by our professional masters here. Okay, but it's subject to the first 20 purchases. All right, good.
So there's
and we have a little promotion here. I know a lot of people. Sorry, Master Eric, you have something to say?
So the house analysis, what is it? Is it online or physical or what?
Yes, the house analysis will be online. It's done via Zoom, and the house analysis is done with the homeowners, potential homeowners, plus one of our masters. Okay, one of our masters. All right, and it consists between 30 minutes to 1 hour, depending on the questions you have and things like that. All right, good. And we have 3 properties. We have promotion here for house owners who wants to select house. We have a promotion for 3 properties home selection. Usual price is $1,500. $500 for today only. For today's only, you key in your interest. It's going to cost you only $1,088. A very cheap, a great discount for you already. Okay, and of course, the first 6 people also will get a free book. All right, the free number 1 Modern Feng Shui House Selection Checklist Workbook for property owners. Okay, so this is a very good promotion. All you need to do is to key in, fill out the form over here. Wendy is going to key in the Google form into the chat for you to understand. Okay. All right. Good. Masters, let's come back again to our map. All right.
Let me add on a little bit about Feng Shui here. Feng Shui is
Yes,
like you go and see a doctor. I have a fever, I go see doctor. Doctor feel me, take the temperature, hit me with the medicine to let me get well. Feng Shui is also the same. We are tracing all this external energy and to realize and understand what is happening and what is acting on you. And when we come to your house, we apply it, give you the antidote on what to place, what not to place. And rest assured, no ching chong Chinese wayang thing, going to be advised to buy or purchase. Okay, that's one best thing that you can call us, the modern Feng Shui consultant. Okay, yep. Thank you.
Good.
Also, most important thing, yeah, is the strategy you should take, is the approach you should do rather than what kind of element you should bring with you. Should it be a stone or should it be a crystal? Yeah, that one only help as a supplement. Yeah.
Good. Thank you so much for the sharing, Masters. Over here, we're also going to tell people that we also have a book over here. If you're interested, please scan this QR code to get our book. Secondly, you can also get the free analysis if you get house selection from us. Thirdly, if you are interested into getting us do the Feng Shui straight away, all you need to do is to scan the QR code on the right-hand side, and then you can get us already. All right, good. Masters, let's continue to talk about the south
East side.
sector.
South
Okay,
sector.
the south
Pardon,
sector.
South sector. No.
Yeah.
Yes.
The south sector. Come. South sector represents the year 2014-2026, represents the fire element. All right, south sector also represents the second girl in the family. That means must have an elder sister, followed by this younger sister, the second girl in the family. And then the south represents the eyes, the blood pressure, the lady's breast, and also represents the heart in the family. Okay, it also represents academic. Whether the children can study or not, also you look into this area. Whether they are polite, courteous or not, is also this sector. All right. I personally like this sector a lot. All right, Masters, come, go ahead. Tell us
Me
what
too.
Masters
Me
has.
too. Me too. Yeah, there are a lot of good one. Yeah, over here. Yeah, of course, the Greenwich Village, which is already complete, is at the south, right? Very good. Okay, and also the Seletar Park residence also there, right? So the closest one is already a very helpful element, which is wood. Okay, wood will give to resource to fire, right? So this is a benefactor, expensive people, normal people, right? To the south sector. So the second daughter of the house will be very, very doted, right, by a lot of elderlies, right, which is very good. And she also a very polite girl, right, and can get a very good certificates, very good result, and very neat also over here. We can see that, and further down, actually, from the map itself, we can see there's a park. Okay, it's also a supporting elements. I think the rest I let you say. Otherwise, no more things really.
No
All right,
more
Master
already,
Eric,
like
tell us
that.
more.
冇會講了，講得了了。
你講
有
簡正
㗎，
啦，
有㗎，有好多嘢㗎。
講簡正。
The Seletar Terrace Playground. Okay, well, what does it signify? What sort of element for this playground represent? This is a metal. Okay, metal element at yourself. That means this is part of your wealth. Okay, during that
Wow.
period, wealth come to you, come knocking on your door. Okay, and this south also represents relationship, passion, okay, warm-hearted. So these families here, that is pretty good, very good. And relationship-wise is all very harmonized here. Yeah, harmonious. Okay,
嗯，
Master Fong, 我讲
Totally
完
agree
了。
with Master Eric.
讲感
给你
情啊，
发挥一下。
没事，我的这里就到我讲一点点了。这里虽然说是感情好的地方，也有贵人，也有文学、文采、文昌，全部都有。但是如果这里感情好的话，如果家里的北方不好的话，腰子没有力的话，你说会不会有那种什么花出来呢？就是要注意一
喂
下哦，
喂，
叫做桃花。你知道吗？所以这个地方好，要配合其他的方位也好，要 strong，而且人家很喜欢问的，我有没有财，会不会中马票？对了，我给你们一个小 tips 啊，如果这里你选的房型，如果有在某个地
嗯
方凸出来，这个地方凸出来就是有偏财运，会比较强一点哦。这个是
嗯，
开心的事哦，大家听了。但是你们买
是哦，
房子不要一直想我财位在哪里，财位在哪里啦，不是这样的了。其实到处都是财位了，只是如果这个地方突出一点，它比较强了一点，显示强了一点罢了，有机会罢了。
会不会财多身子弱？
就是了，所以我就是要提醒，什么都不要过度知道吗？阴阳要调和最重要哦，不单只一个
哦，
方位，要其他方位也配合是最好的。这么你们怎么知道呢？这个好那个好呢？不知道是吧？不知道就找我们咯。这么
那
简
个我知道。
哦，
OK，
哦，
单，就点
这
出
这
一点位
South 这么
置。
好啊，这
嗯，
South 这么好啊，不可以乱爱啦，乱 love 啦。
对呀，这个
OK，
这个离火嘛，眼光也是很高的，你不要看，
嗯
知道吗？
嗯
所以这里
嗯，
的女孩子的眼光特别高哦，要注意哦。
像政
千万
府就要担心咯。
对了，单身女郎多嘞。
哦，I see。
OK. Thank
OK，
you. Balance harmony.
就讲到
Okay,
这
that's
里。
the south. Okay, so I understand. The gist is need a balanced
Yeah.
harmony. Seek a balanced harmony. Please seek out my masters. Any of them or four of them together. Your choice, your pick. Okay, I understand that.
Okay.
So good news from south. Okay, so masters. What about any highlights from the southwest that's coming up?
All right. Before we actually go into the southwest, there's another nice question asked by Bella. If it's a
Aye.
place, if I place many round and metallic object in the southeast and east sector inside my house, will it mean sure easy kena hair loss? Wow, this one directly to me. Okay,
Yeah.
so we'll talk about it later in the answer and question session. All right, Bella,
No
stay
need, no
tuned.
need.
Bella, thank you.
No need hair loss. Own cell drop.
Yes，自动嘎啦吧。哇塞
Sorry.
Okay, I move on. We talk about southwest first. Why y'all talk about hair and you get excited? Okay, and the southwest represents the very important person in the family. That's the mother. It represents the year 2015 and 2016. The coming year will be 2027, 2028. Earth element. All right, this one. Pay attention, ladies. This sector represents the wombs. All right, the reproductive organs of the ladies. Also, the whole family's digestive system. Right. This is for people who are doing their own business. This is where your clientele is, whether your clientele is a strong clientele or a weak clientele. What do you mean by strong clientele? Clientele that are willing to pay good money, pay on time, give you a lot of referrals, forgive you when you make some small mistakes. These are good clientele. Not so good clientele, I don't want to illustrate further. So let's talk about the software sector. What do you all think about the software sector? I personally think the mother and the Parc Greenwich is overworked, underpaid. Come on, Masters, tell me more. Master Simas.
Wow, this one, again, the park is so big over here, right? Park is a metal element at the earth sector, right? So mother is very tiring. right? Very tiring. And also we can see further down there's a lot of other parks also. Yeah, so means that should she be working from at home, right? The nearer one there's a park, or working outside, also exhausting. Further go overseas and work, also exhausting. Wow, so this mother is really at home we should treat our mother uh, nicely, okay, and so that she won't be so exhausting and she'll be so tiring also. What do you say?
Okay.
Mm.
Totally agree. If you look at the so-called that park, that playground that is nearest to the so-called compound over there, tell me what does the shape looks like to you? A shark fin or a butcher's knife? Alright, it looks like a butcher's knife. So maybe
Mm. Mm.
有可能 OK 肚子或有开过刀 OK
嗯
Okay.
这个开刀生孩子啦，没关系啦，哈哈。
Ah, okay. Master Fong is saying it's cesarean, so cesarean is fine, right?
嗯，
Okay.
但是也要注意
Also
哦，
dangerous. Yep,
啊，
dangerous.
要注意哦，因为这个妇女的身体就是妇科病，要注意一下，可能会生一点东西啦，所以要经常的检查身体咯。哦，这个父母，
Mm.
但是呢，这边的地方虽然是消耗很多，其实这个是一个贤妻良母啊，在外面工作很辛苦啊。但是我告诉你们一个秘密，你选这里的时候，刚刚好我看到有一个 layout，就是有一个布局图，它的西南方是特别好，它凸出来就加强这个地方的力量了，那么它的肚子就比较
Oh.
长了啊，可以生孩子。
是秘密啊，不要讲了咯，是秘密来的。
哎呀，对不起啦，太快了，不小心
Hey,
溜出来
it's
跟大家。
it's
Hey,
okay.
hey.
Master
哎
Eric,
呀，
we're supposed to share all information today, okay?
Yeah, yeah.
All
Straight
小
talk,
心
straight
讲
talk.
秘
information.
密的啊，所以
嗯，
要选对这里，那你就身体就健康。当你的
公开的秘密。
是
我
好的话，
公开另外一个秘密，the three
好，
M the meram align with what Master Feng say 咧。那 meram in Turkish it is original from Turkish word. It's called desire. Means that if a mother you desire something, right? So you work very hard towards that. You will definitely get it if your that sector, your south west sector is strong enough. Wow, the chances of getting success is very high.
嗯，
well,
Mm.
if
对
external
对
is
对，
not helping, internal strengthen it, definitely not a
嗯，
Yep,
problem. Yeah.
对，
yep.
一定要
Correct.
strengthen 你的西南方，一
Okay.
定要加强。嗯，
Okay.
所以如果这
So
个
Maybe
all
强
the
I'll add
力，
on.
moms.
嗯，继续
All right, before can I add on something, Masters and Wendy?
Of
All
，yes，
right,
course.
so Southwest,
Sure.
Sure.
like you say, Southwest represents the mother. I see that there are potential operational
Mm.
issues, health issues. All right,
Yeah, yeah,
so
yeah.
Yes.
be
Yes.
careful.
Yeah,
this
we
one
discussed
mentioned，
Be
just now.
careful, mother. Take care of your health. You also symbolize that the parents, the husband is also having a lot of stress for the mother. Maybe quite demanding in terms of his time or her time. So mother, father rather, the owner of the house, the man of the house, it's time for you to display your love by buying some LV, Gucci, something. Okay. So because
Okay.
why? The mother of the family got expensive taste one. If you all don't believe, you'll check out whether you're expensive. I think you have very expensive taste, right?
Wow.
Very branded mommy. Okay. Good. So Wendy, come move to the west.
Oh
Thank you.
dear. Okay, moving to the west. So all women are going to be very expensive because I remember earlier the daughter is going to be a very expensive investment for the daddy. Okay, so that's Southwest for all of us. So can we have some other issues with West, like some hairy issues? Anything to bring up in the West? And what does West represent, Master KK?
All right, West represents the metal element, represents the year 2017. The future will be 2029. All right, the West represents the
Mm.
third daughter, the third girl in the family. We need to say she must have at least two eldest sisters above her. All right, two elder sister, and then she's considered a third daughter. West represents communication. It represents the body parts with the dental, the throat, the mouth, the lips, and dental issues. All right. West also represents happiness. I can safely say the year 2017 was a fast and changing years. A lot of changes that year. So coming 2029, embrace yourself. There'll be a lot of changes as well. People in this area tend to be very good in their speech, all right, good communicator. However, sometimes the words they use may be a bit too sharp. All right, come, Master Simas, please take over and tell us
correct.
more.
Yeah, like the other condos, right? We have seen always we can see the schools at the west, but this one don't have school. So I was at first very happy to see no school, very good, right? However, there's flowers over here. Those flowers represent fire elements like school. Which one? The one directly beside the park. Okay, the park is metal element, and then the fern, fern garden begonia. Begonia is the flowers, right? So it's right directly at the west of it, and it's quite big over here. We can see, yeah. So this is flower element at the west. So you like what Master KK say. When you talk that time, you have to be very careful. Otherwise, you'll be easily hurting people. Yeah. For who? For who? For the younger, the third daughters, right? So normally you represent by the west sector.
Oh, you missed out one more. You missed out one building
I
called
leave it for
Star
you.
Learner.
I leave it for you.
No, don't need, don't. You say all, then I don't need to say already.
Okay, continue.
Star Learner, Star Fire. Okay, Star is fire. Fire at west. 讲话都有火啊. You don't mean it, but the person listening to it is different. Okay, so 讲话保留一点 or 温和一点 be a bit softer on your tone. Okay, this will help you to communicate with people better. Okay,
Okay.
讲话有 star 是什么意思？讲出口啊？
随便啦。
讲话有 star 出来嘛？
哎，
是真的吗？还是在开玩笑？对，
来解释一下，来
想一下了。这个地方虽然说不是有太多的火，你可以靠嘴巴吃饭，因为它有柴啊。这个地方你可以用口才来吃饭的。对那种 sales 全部用嘴巴的，可以住在这个地方。然后
Master Feng， 你说靠嘴巴吃饭，如果不靠嘴巴吃饭，还有怎么样的情况吃饭？
太快了，
靠水管放鼻子进去。
你要知道我讲的意思，靠嘴巴说话吃饭。
OK，
靠嘴巴吃饭，
这个不要误会，是每个人都是靠嘴巴吃饭啊。对啊
So now Master Eric, he meant is somebody who is eloquent, not hungry.
Yeah, but you say like that, a lot of people out there, if it's the small kid out there, 那妈妈他 uncle 说靠嘴巴吃饭，傻的，当然是靠嘴巴吃饭啦。
有些人靠什么鼻子吃饭，有些人靠眼睛吃饭，你没有听过？没有吧？
有我听过。This one I know, Master Feng， 我看了就饱了，对不对？我看到你就饱了。Okay, sorry to interrupt. Sorry.
OK， 所以这个地方不会太差了，不要太担心了啊。OK， 但是要注意一下喉咙的病痛比较对肺比较弱了一点罢了啊。好。
Okay, so throat and lungs. Okay. Yes, Master Simas, you were about to say something?
I think Master Feng has mentioned about this wood element at this west sector, which is very big piece, right? The green one. That's why it's called because the wood element at the west sector is the tai, the wealth of the owner. Yep. Yeah, so it's very good. 靠嘴巴吃饭。
对，律师也可以。
For example, if you're an MC, all right, you can stay here. If you are doing a lot of speaking work, for example, lawyers, salespeople,
Yes.
you can stay here. This place is good for you. Okay.
You
And
work
you're
in
doing a lot
KTV
of,
also can.
KTV 是唱
you're
歌
a
唱歌可以啊，
singer.
Really?
Okay.
Singer,
可以
singer must be a singer.
singer
Yes, Master Simas.
Don't
I can hear.
don't think any otherwise. Don't think any otherwise. Okay.
No,
Okay,
no.
let's move on to the northwest sector. Northwest sector, it represents the father of the family, right? Represents the metal element. The year will be 2018, 2019. The future will be 2030, 2031. Metal element, this sector also represents the colon, also represents the head, right? I personally love this sector a lot. I think it's one of the best sector in all the 8 sectors. And this one represents the father of the family. It's super hardworking. Come, Master Simas, tell us more.
OK，
Master Feng 来，你先来。
这个 N 国代志啊，
银银美代子，OK，来。
对，你会听吗？因为这个地方也太空旷了，没得好讲，你知道吗？但是我有东西讲就是这个地方是相当好的，看得远远方你就可以喝西北风了，你知道吗？所以你没有听过西北风？西北空旷就喝西北风，不是啦，这个开玩笑的啦。其实看得远嘛，对吧？西北这个地方我们叫西北，空旷了就有很多风吹过来，对吧？这个是好的西北风，放心。但是你要注意如果你的 layout 你的布局图西北那个方位你放个灶炉器，就变成火烧天门火烧天门无灶，你想一下家里的主人他的头就有问题了种种的问题出来。所以不单只是看这边的外在的环境，也要配合你选房子的 layout 的，这种要注意一下你配合好了
Master Feng，
很好。
Master Feng，你说头有问题，不是掉头发吧？
不是，那个是桃红，因为你那边有吹来，不是桃红吗
？OK，
就是
So OK，
吹乱你的头发，你的头发会乱。
OK， so this time he's not talking about hair loss issue. He's talking about mental issues. Okay, so take note. Okay, thank you, Master Feng.
好，我们可以补充。
Okay.
Actually, the northwest sector is one of the better sectors here, really. Yeah.
Yes.
So for friends who are buying this property, you also can expect good returns in the year 2030 and the year 2031, right? Make some good profit, good rewarding.
I disagree. I
right?
disagree.
Okay.
I disagree.
Take a closer
Okay, Master
look.
Eric.
Take a closer
Yes.
look.
What can Master Eric see? What do you see, Master Eric?
If you look at, yes, there is a forested big area over there which is represented a Chaya. But if you look slightly off the forested area, what sort of business over there they are conducting over there? Most of the business are aquatic marine business. Okay. Selling fish, okay, pet fish.
Pet fish.
Okay.
So
aquaculture.
Aquaculture, yes.
你是頭腦接水，頭腦接水。
So a lot of water over there. A lot of water over there.
They're
what
selling
does that
the
mean?
aquatic stuff. Then they are using the sun, Apollo name, South Island name. Red Sea.
How many aquatic business over there to ratio with the sun, with the Apollo?
No, I mean one is the opposite. One is fire and one is water at this particular sector.
Okay, sorry,
so
Masters, you are losing us.
something.
So what does all this fishy business?
我要讲一
fish
點，
business. Okay, fish.
What does the
Like
fishy
you-
business affect?
Let me finish first.
Yes.
OK，
Waiting.
let you finish.
This is a water element business. So water and sitting on the metal sector, that means metal is giving out to water. 很会花钱哦。Especially the husband like to rear fish at home, keep arowana or what fish at home. You look out, sure this guy will put at the northwest sector, sure 撩lui one.
注意不要是美
Okay. So
人
in
鱼
layman's term,
哦，
美人
哎
鱼
，Eric
好
不要养美人鱼就可以了啊，知道
啊
吗？这边你看
，OK，
它高摊高开呀、你看它又会赚又会花啊，所以赚
嗯
啊
Correct.
对还是
Correct.
很大的。你看那个地方对不对？也有很多
，right
yeah.
greens
right，
哦，所以高看
OK，
高开，就是不要起
so
美
what
人鱼就 OK。
明白
OK，
了。So Northwest 是 wealthy place. There's lots of
Yes.
wealth there, but because of what Master Eric has highlighted, you will also spend the wealth very quickly and easily.
yes，
That's
spend
layman's term. Okay, 明白. Thank you, Masters. Okay, noted.
会赚会
Okay, do
花
we
的。
have any? Do we have anything else to add on to this wealth corner,
Yes,
Masters?
I have something to add on to this not just this well corner, but this general development. All right, this general development, I think it's pretty good one. All right, but we still need to look into the space inside. Need to say look into the floor plan. All right, selecting the good unit, selecting the auspicious unit in terms of the shape and sizes of the house is very important. Like what Master Fong keeps stressing. All right, maybe we want to pick up the next slide to talk more about the area first. Okay, so this
Okay.
whole sector, as you can see, is actually quite triangleish, right? Quite triangleish. Okay, it's almost like a triangle, almost like a triangle. So it has a lot of fire element inside. Okay, meaning to say, family people who stays inside here, polite, good looking, civilized. But on the other hand, the money can come in and out very fast. All right, the first boy and the second, first boy and the first daughter in the family can be a bit fiery, all right, and the third daughter can also be a bit a lot of work but no returns. Okay, um, yeah, come masters, come share us more about this property. Any masters want to chip in? Any ideas? Any advice
Yeah,
for this
actually,
property?
out of all the eight sectors, I can pick up one, two, three, four, five. You know, at least five sectors are very good, right? And then the other, although it's not up to what I want, and then the score more than six, where there are remedies that can be done because that sector itself half, or even it's very low, is 3 points only. Yeah, and we can still
Okay.
using the internal layout of the select a good internal layout of the unit to overcome it. Yeah, and I noticed that the layout later probably Master K you will share, right. Most of the layout of this project is very good. Yeah, it's very squarish, very good.
Yeah, I will share about that later. Anything to add on, Master Eric and
Mm.
Master Tong?
Yes，我在这里想说一下，既然这一个大的 plotland 好像火这样，你可以选择一些方位、一些工作属于火跟土的方位来补它的缺陷。但是呢，这个有一个总的像，看起来就好像一个蛋糕给人切了一个角呢，就是说你出去工作啦，还是做什么生意啦，都要跟人家分一杯汤啊，分一点点给人家，你不能够全部自己吃到完了知道吗？这样就可以
嗯，
就没关系
要与
的。
人共享了哈。
对，
嗯。
人共享的意思，而且你可以选这几个方位住那边，刚刚好是旺你的，知道吗？点到这里
Good,
为止。
good,
OK，
good. Master Eric, anything to add on?
Well, since Master Flo mentioned this is a cake being eaten or shared, if you look at it, this sector that is being beaten away is located on the east and southeast. And based on what we have just read, the east and southeast, the east is not very good. The southeast, 50-50.
Okay.
So it synchronized, okay, with
Yes.
whatever that we have read, and the map of the whole plot also have this area being like missing. So when choosing your unit, choose a stronger east and southeast area to so-called mitigate these missing areas. Yeah,
Correct.
that's all.
Totally agree. Totally agree with you. That's why it brings up to the next important elements to talk about would be actually the choosing of the unit itself. we have taken liberty from the developer to actually show you one of the unique floor plans. So this is actually a typical floor plans from the Parc Greenwich, and
Wow.
this, by an untrained layman term, is actually squarish. But if you look closer, it is not squarish, because if you put a box over it, like I'm showing you here, you can see there are a few missing corners, and the missing corners, or what we call cavities, are represented in red color. So you can see here, this corner here are all missing. That's why it's called missing corners. And inside, internal of the house, there are also missing corners. Let me show you one. Right, so you can see internally there are also missing corners. Right, slowly for people to take a look. Okay. All right. You see there's a missing corner near the toilet area. All right, and there's also another one at the master bedroom toilet area, because this is the shelving for the pipe shelf. Okay, so all missing corners. Now imagine if you have missing corners, you also have protruding. So this is a pretty good condo because they are protruding, and it's represented by green colors. That means it's outstanding. It's very good. All right. So imagine that if your house, and this is already purely imaginative because we do not know the selection of your house, which direction they are. This is just for exercise. I'm just using this to illustrate my point. Okay. So we break the house into 8 sectors, just like what we did for the floor, for the map. And if this sector is a missing sector, the south is a missing sector, as you can see, the southwest is a missing sector. The implication would be the south, for health issues, would be the eyes, the blood pressure, the breast, and the heart. All right, so these are all things that you need to watch out for. All right, and especially when you have water element, which is the toilet in the south sector, it also symbolizes not very good. What are the implications? You may have stroke problem. All right, stroke problem. All right, and then of course you can see, hey, but the south also has green that's protruding. Yes, I understand there's some protruding, but you may also see that you may have some illnesses that I just mentioned. All right, for the southwest corner, if you see there's missing corners, yeah, yes, when there's missing corners, the southwest, it also symbolizes the mother's overwork, because the mother is very, very hardworking and very, very capable, because it's protruding. It shows the ability of the mother, but she's underappreciated. Or she's underappreciated. And for the ladies, if you may have some problem with your womb, you may have some problem with menstruation, you may have some problem with your digestive system. And so it can all be shown in here. But I can tell you the mother is a very good cook. All right, and a lot of benefactor and supporter. So you can see there are a lot of things you can read from the floor plan. So I strongly urge everyone who is looking to get Parc Greenwich, all right, to come and speak to us. Really, we want to tell you more. You're paying over $1 million for a property. It is very powerful. Just to save a few cents, don't want to pay the master to select a house, and eventually when you get a house, you have to lock some missing corners or some cavities that is not going to benefit you, or in fact it's going to give you a problem. And you must remember, this is an EC, hence you actually need to pay, so you need to stay 5 years before you can actually move away from the house. All right, so don't be penny wise, pound foolish. It's always good to get someone who's an expert in property come and select for you. Right. For example, when you go and get a pair of jeans for your children, you will not just grab and go. You make sure you let the children test the pair of jeans in the fitting room. Make sure it's a good fit. You make sure that the length is correct, the color is correct, the zip is okay, the buttons are good before you purchase it. Right? You do not just grab and go. If you are spending so much time and effort to make sure that you buy a proper jeans for your children, why are you not spending enough time and effort to buy a proper house for your family? Right? That's the question I'm throwing out to you. Right? Anything to add on, Masters?
Yeah, I think look at the layout itself. I think this condo's layout really a lot of
Very good.
protruding. Majority of them are
Yes.
protruding. I like that very much. Actually, that helped me to give one more point to my scoring.
Okay. Good.
Yeah.
Master Fong, anything
Okay.
to add on?
No, same like
Okay.
Master Simas. I also add in another point for this because of this
Okay.
protruding. Yes.
Thank you all
Okay.
for being so generous.
Okay. Internal layout is adding points. Okay. Are you adding points as well, Master Eric?
Nah.
Yeah. Okay. So how would you all feel overall? Would you actually encourage, having this point system? whether this place is a good place to buy, regardless of
Before we
the woman's
actually
situation.
before we actually share this the point system, let's answer the question from
Miss Bella?
Bella. Bella, all right. Bella has a question for us. Okay, so let's just answer the question from Bella first. She asked, if I place many round and metallic objects in the southeast and east sector inside my house, will it mean sure easy kena hair lost? Right. First and foremost, let's explain what's the meaning of a round and metallic object for people who are actually watching but has no idea what it means. Right. Round and metallic objects are represented by metal elements, and the southeast and the east sector are represented by wood element. So when you have a lot of metal round metallic object in the southeast and east element, you will actually hurt the sector, the southeast and east sector. So let's talk about the east sector. What are the elements, or rather, what are the body areas or body parts that's represented by the east sector? The east sector is represented by the liver, the cholesterol, the hepatitis, the legs, okay, and also the eldest son, the firstborn. Okay, they may cause problems to all these areas, not just your son's leg, but the family, because the family stays in the house as well. So for southeast, represents details, it represents the first daughter, it represents the year 20, coming to the year 2024, 2025, it represents lymphoma. So there may cause some issues here. Your daughter may become work a lot, underpaid, underappreciated. Okay. In fact, because of metallic round and elements, there are too many metal elements, it may also cause injuries to the son because of east sector and southeast sector. Plus, it may also be operation problems. Some health issues need to go for operation. So try to avoid the brown and metallic sector objects in this southeast and east sector. Hair loss is just part of the southeast sector. Yes, everybody got to go for haircuts once in a while. So, but too many round and metallic objects, not so good. Yes, I strongly suggest you remove them from your south, east, and your east sector. Masters, anything to add on, Masters?
Yeah, I would like to add on, your east sector also represents the progress and growth. So when you have a lot of all this metallic stuff, round objects over there, it will hinder your growth and progress. And this round metallic also represents authority that's higher than you. So pressing, stressing, and pressuring on you and controlling you. So I don't think it's good to place it over there. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I hope Miss Bella can understand the explanation. But anyway, thank you very much, Masters.
Anything to add on, Masters? I will welcome any other questions from the floor. If you have any questions, just key into the chat and we'll be more than willing to help you to answer them. Right? While waiting for you, maybe our masters want to share with us what are the points indicated that they have for us. Master Simas, what do you think of this property? How many percent you want to give yes? How many percent you want to give no? 5 points by 5 points?
50-50. Yep.
Okay, 5 points to say yes, 5 points to say no. This is upon 10. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's upon 10. So Master Simas give a 50-50. All right, Master Eric, tell us more.
Tell what more? 5-5. Same.
Same 5-5. Right,
Yep.
why 5-5? Anything to add on? Why you think there's not just 6-5 or rather 5-5?
I like the layout of the units. The units are pretty nice and so-called good square out, and a lot of protruding area. Yeah, I like it. If you don't like it, you buy already. You can give it to me. I don't mind. Serious.
No.
Give one
Master
up.
Eric,
Potential hair loss, huh?
No.
Potential hair loss, huh?
It's okay. Hair loss.
No,
Save
Masters.
money. No need to buy 洗头水.
洗发水
Yeah, actually.
洗头水还是要的。
I very poor thing one. I always kena tekan one.
Nowadays shampoos are very expensive, okay, gentlemen.
Master Hong, tell us what is your scoring for this?
5-5也是一样。
Also 5-5.
5-5
Oh.
yes.
Wow.
Okay,
Till date,
equally
we have
good,
done-
equally bad.
因为我assume 你不会选不到，随便选，所以你有50%的机会你随便选，对，
Okay.
如果你选到好的，它不止5分哦，会到7分8分左右。对
Oh, okay.
Totally agree. Totally agree.
，yes，
I think what all the masters try to say is that the property is relatively good one, but if you do not pick the correct property, correct selection of the correct unit, the points for the will be various again. Right? Is that what I'm trying to tell us? Okay, so floor plan
Yeah,
selection, house
one more
selection.
thing. One more thing is that because outside already many good one, right? So even you select, you don't have any selection already. If it's too popular, then you have only a few choices. But because the layout is good, so it's easy to do remedies. Easy to do remedies. Yeah. So if you are the first few one who can select, wow, best, right? You can harness the energy of the good one, and you can alleviate the effect from the bad one. Then wow, 80 over
Yeah.
percent you can get it.
But
What
Master Simas, although they are
yes,
the first few to pick, they must still pick the correct unit, isn't it? So it's
Yep.
still best to find the
yes.
masters to help them. Yeah.
Whether
Okay.
you believe or you don't believe it, this is the law of attraction. You are what you are, you pick what you will pick. Very simple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Without
Okay.
the human factor, because we say 天时地利人和, that human factor is most important one. So you have
Okay.
another person come in to help will be very important.
I.e. my
Okay.
masters. Okay. Right. What about you, Master KK?
All right. So that was a question that raised yesterday when I was doing analysis for a client. The clients asked us, hey, the external environment is situation is so bad now. What does it symbolize? Should I move away from this house? Well, there is no perfect house in Singapore. So ladies and gentlemen, there's no perfect development in Singapore. It always has plus and its minus. All right. So you just need to spend time, put effort to go and look for a better one for yourself. At least when you move in the year when it's TOP, or I think it's 2025, the following 5 years should be a good year for you. If you pick the wrong selection of the unit, the following 5 years is not helping you, then you are actually buying a wrong property. So house selection is extremely important. It is more important than house feng shui. Get the right property, lesser house feng shui need to be done, but lesser remedy. Get the wrong property, a lot of things need to enhance, a lot of things need to address. Okay, for this property, I like it very much. I think out of the 3 properties we have spoken so far, right, this is the property that I'm giving it a slightly higher point of 5. This is the very first time that all the masters has also come to
Yes.
conclusions simultaneously that this is a really good property. I think so far the highest point, correct? Yeah.
Yes, I agree.
Yes.
First time.
Okay. Good. Bella, thank you so much. No worries. Bella has shared with us shared with Bella so many important things. Bella asked one more question. One of the very rare new launch without much real missing sectors. Yes, you're correct, Bella. One of the very rare new launches without much
Yep.
missing sectors. Patrick said that this few missing sectors. It is not 0 missing sectors.
Yeah.
Okay, it is still there are still missing sectors or missing
Yeah.
cardinals or missing corners or cavities. It is not don't have. So you still need to pay attention. Okay, you still need to pay attention. Okay, good. We also like to tell our audience that we are coming up with another smashing summit this coming 29th August on the Sunday, 3:13 p.m. All right. This is also our very highlight of our feng shui career. Why? Because we want to debunk the myth and superstitions. A lot of people think feng shui is very superstitious. A lot of people think feng shui is religious. A lot of people shine away from feng shui because they think it is not scientific. And we are here to prove to you otherwise. We want to show you the science behind the feng shui, and hence we have created this event. It's called the Smashing Feng Shui Summit, episode number 2, on the 29th of August 2021, Sunday, 3:13 p.m. The very first episode was very well received. We had many comments and many people wrote to us and they want to see more things to be done. So we're going to share more. Come, Master, tell us more.
Only one word I can say. You come to this summit, you will have a smashing good time.
Smashing good time. Okay, good. So for people who wants to buy property, are still looking at property, we will have one more review. The next review will be the Albania. We're going to talk about Albania very soon. Okay, it will be the 4th of September, Saturday, 3:13 p.m. as well. Okay, good. If there are any questions, ladies and gentlemen, please post the question in the comments now. We'll try our best to talk about it before we leave. All right. All right, that's another Hawk Smash. All right, another one of our supporter, Mr. Marcus Long, Hawk Smash. Thank you so much, Marcus. All right, good. Masters, anything to add on before we actually leave? For friends who wants to have the book, the e-link, the e-link is over there. www.circle96.com/ebook. All right, then you can get the this is the one. Then you can get all the comments. Okay, good. Okay, I'll get the three ebooks you want. All right, Masters, anything else to add on? If not, we want
Actually, we
to thank the audience.
welcome comments and suggestions. We welcome comments and suggestions for the event. For example, the condo, the smashing event, right? Y'all can have any suggestions. Condo-wise, if you say you want to see a certain condo to be reviewed by us, you can suggest to us and probably you can take a look at it. Yeah. And actually, some of it probably already been done by Master KK and Master Sharon. Then you can also check out the our website. Yeah, the Circle 96 website.
Great. Without further ado, I want to thank our sponsors. Tono Lamborghini Energy Drink, always been sponsoring us for all the live events since 2020, and our second sponsor, Renault Talk, big supporter, our benefactor, our expensive people, right? Always supporting our media, and a big shout out to Sky Creation also, who actually been supporting us since 2016. Okay, big thank you to all our big supporters, our big sponsors. Ladies and gentlemen, I just want to highlight that we do not collect a single cent from our sponsors. We also do not collect a single cent from our developers or property agents. Whatever we say are based on our knowledge, because we understand that you are buying a house that's over $1 million. You really need to pick a good one. Okay, it's not easy to earn $1 million. All right, so by selecting a good house will benefit not just you, but the whole family. Okay, so I also want to thank my co-host, Wendy, who's always working on weekends and don't get extra pay. All right, and then our masters, Master Simas, Master Eric, and Master Feng, who always so willing to share their knowledge and take their time out to share so many precious moments with us. All right, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. With that, I want to end the show.
All right, one
Bye-bye.
more add-on.
One more thing.
One more add-on. Go through, please, go through our Circle 96 LLP Facebook. There are lots of information inside there and lots of videos. If you like any of that, please like and share or follow us. Get updated on our latest information on any projects. Okay? See you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.